Hello, beautiful viewers. How are you doing? My name is Dr. Thomas, and I want to welcome you back to another episode right now, right here on Pasha TV. Today, we have Nabii Gogo here, and we want to talk about things which have been trending from the start of this week, including the CDF Ogolla'S burial. Yeah, so we have things which happened in that burial session or during the procession, and those things are really striking controversies online. So that is why we are here to talk about them. So karibu tena sana kwenye interview leo.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so najua ulifuatilia yale mazishi ya our CDF, ule mkubwa wa armed forces in Kenya.
Yeah. But it was very pathetic.
Very pathetic. What do you mean when you say it was very pathetic?
It traditionally was not organized. And as we local council of elders, in fact, I'm acting on the spiritual elders of Ramogi Kajuan. It was not played the way it should be. As a prominent person, Ogolla'S was a chief, and not only a chief of defense force, but he was a chief of, he was among the leaders we can recognize in Syria there. And may his soul rest in peace, soldier. And what happened actually was not pleased by spirit. And it has been disturbing me all along. And the spirits are not happy until they repeat the same process with the elders. Let the elder to repeat that process again, and they do something which is proper. Ogolla'S was a family man. Was so somebody who has a home, mwenye boma, lazima burial yake iende in a proper way. Yeah.
Yeah, so online, things which are being mostly talked about is that the Azimio leader, Raila Odinga, and even some close allies were not present at the funeral. So maybe, what do you make of that? What's your comment about that?
Yeah, actually, even me, I wanted to go, but I was told not to go because that was not the proper burial. And sisi kama Wajaluo tunapenda vitu zenye zinakuwa inawekwa taratibu, na we call them as watimogi mochanore wanlu wachano wechewa wanjo mo chano ngima kende chano moko eyo maber gik moko kaka liel iyudo ka en jalunye ng'amo chanore, ng'ama ne en organize. You organize the burial kaka ne Ogolla'S ne jarangach. Ne nyaka obed organize the burial obed organize kaka jarangach, not kaka kijana matin makokantie Simba. And that's why the reason why also the former prime minister did not appear. Hiyo aibu ile ni aibu tupu. Unaenda kukaa aje pale na ile kitu imefanyika pale? Hakuna venye Ogolla'S hata watu akulala kwake. No way. Ng'ama chuo lazima alale kwake, spend time after burial. That was just an ordinary person. Angeletwa analale pale usiku, anapelekwa kwa nyumba ile wakati wa ikifika saa 9, anaamka kwa nyumba yake, anawekwa kwa nyumba pale, anatolewa pale saa 9 usiku. Unaona, kuna due process ilikuwa inafanyika. Then awekwe pale nje na afanye hizo ritual stuffs. Na during the burial kuna hizo morning stuff and whatever, which I do not see it anywhere happening. The wife did not mourn. The father did not talk to the burial. The mother, I don't know. The son was just like weird. The guy was just like, alikuwa na kiburi tu yake tu. Which is not bad. It's good kukuwa na kiburi, but in a burial and some of the spirituality matters, it should not be. Okay. And the due process must be done the proper way. They must sit with the elders and repeat the proper way. So Raila Amolo Odinga kukosa kwake kuenda pale ni kukosa kuona aibu. Sisi hatutaki aibu kwa matanga yetu. Hata ukiangalia hizo matanga zimekuwa tunatumianga mtu to we send somebody like a princess. Matanga inafaa kama is a king. Ingekuwa hata Mbula anatolewa pale airport hivi, anatolewa convoy ya kutoka airport hadi Siaya, watu wanatembea Mungu akiwa respected na wanapiga hizo cultural drama and whatever. This was just not an ordinary person. Ndio afikishwe pale in a systematic way. Unaona, akifika pale kuna 1 2 3 inafanywa na matanga inakuwa ina proper way. Ndio huyu mtu anafurahia. Hata kama alisema ziko within so that even 72 hours was enough for all these things to be done. Due to it was a state burial, fine, but the state also should respect the family, because the disease is for the family, not for the state. The program is for the state. If it was that, they should give the family time. And I blame the wife and the son, actually. They are the people who are just there. They don't know. I don't know if they assume or they were controlled by the state, which is also good, no problem, because watu wangejaa pale na vitu mingi zikosi, but still ingefanywa in organized way. Ilikuwa haraka fulani ingine inafanyika, surely haraka fulani ilikuwa inafanyika pale yenye hata watu wako opea hata time ya kuongea. In a Luo burial lazima mwenye matanga anaongea, baba huyu kama yuko, mama ya huyu kama yuko, bibi lazima atoe gimilungo ni neno, watch neno, uchungu, watch neno. He talks about the husband, the goodness and the badness of the husband. For that one was the reason to release that spirit away, to let it go, to give a spirit a easy way of getting into the spiritual world. See, when you don't talk, means you are holding that spirit in your heart. So you are still holding the spirit not to move. You see? So, such kind of things, the son also. Though aliongea.
Yeah.
But no problem. But ye pia kuna vitu yenye which is not good at all. So huyu jamaa hakuwa anataka Ibo. Meja Raila pia is a big person. And it is also he knows the culture, and he knows these old Luo's cultures and whatever. He normally know and participate. You will find that Raila is going to Teroburu. Teroburu means audio gueyo into certain things, and anaingia pale with a lot of energy. Like anaingia kama kuna ng'ombe pale wanaingia nayo with the spear and the shield, you see, and people are mourning, and the people we call it gueyo. Nduru called Gueyo. You see? So all this thing was to send that spirit to the spiritual. There is alerting the spirit that we are now letting you go. We are allowing you to go. It was a ceremony, because death is a ceremony. The last ceremony you are being taken. It should not be just be taken in a light way, because you are celebrating celebrating the life. Now the living, you are now getting a new ways of life again in the spiritual body. So you must celebrate when you are moving into those places. Yeah.
So which means it was clear that Raila just missed it willingly, because he was spotted now watching Mashemeji Derby.
Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, it was clear that he missed willingly. Yeah, because nadhani Raila ameenda matanga mangapi? Matanga ngapi ya within mingi sana, na angeenda hata hiyo angeenda na ingekuwa, kwani hapa si karibu atakuwa. Na Ogolla'S alikuwa the same people who try to give him the victory.
Yeah, true.
Was a close friend.
Close friend, actually.
We don't know why, maybe. Yeah.
So I think maybe he will not miss, because they're saying now they're organizing for a proper ceremony. So I think Raila will not miss this one, actually.
So maybe they left this one for the state to do their job, because you also have to respect the state, and the state also, I think, should also respect the family and respect the deceased. So it is good. It's good. Maybe they give each and every part its part. Let the state to play its part. Let the family also play its part. I think there's no problem. When now the Luo Council, we did not even attend that burial. Yeah. did not see the carer, did not see him there. I don't know if he was there. And the other council of elders, people were just old people. They did not even cook. Unaenda kupika hadi unataka kukula aje na bunduki iko hapa. Jamaa iko na bunduki hapa, unaenda kukula.
Huwezi kula.
Utakula aje hata hiyo nyama ule. Unajua sisi tumezoea matanga yetu. Unajua watu wanasemanga Wajaluo wanaribu nini? Wanakula kwa matanga, sawa? Kuna ile kukula ya ku-exaggerate, but kukula lazima ikue. Because it's a ceremony. That is a ceremony you are doing. You have to eat. You are celebrating. People must eat. Ng'ombe lazima ichinjwe, damu lazima imwagwe pale. Na kuna damu imwagwe kama hii ni ng'ombe kubwa, hii ni ya mzee. Hii the in-laws wanakuja na ng'ombe zao pia inachinjwa. Haya, kutoka kwa penye kijana yake ameoa, ng'ombe zao zinaletwa hapa. Wanaleta pia mahindi na ng'ombe. Wale wenye kutoka pale waleta vitu zao hapa. Unaona? Send off this. Hizi wote zinafanyika ina ceremony. Unaona? It's a ceremony. So hizi zote zikifanyika, unapata inakuwa kitu mzuri, then unapata disease anakuwa in a peaceful way. Despite that Ogolla alikuwa ameandika will yake. Sawa. We will respect that. But hakuandika will yake azikwe hivyo. 72 hours ilikuwa imetosha kuorganize with the family and the state. And wanakuwa pamoja na wanafanya vitu kama hizo. Hii ilikuwa kama a rush of something. They're doing to just to bury him, then it goes like that. But that is the state.
Actually, we have a lot of things that people are questioning, things which happened in that. I personally was there. I was there and I witnessed some, and some of them I've watched bloggers revealing them, and actually I can relate to it, that indeed those things happened. Orengo was talking, then he slightly switched to the Luo. Then his mic was muted for some 15 seconds. So the question is, who was it muted or it was just a technical error?
You know, Orengo was talking about, I think it was about investigation, because they really want to know the truth about behind this. And that is the same thing Raila could have questioned, because the attack was tragic. And we cannot talk too much about it, because now the investigation, they're leaving that for the investigators and the fish about it. Spiritually, when you look at it, spiritually, you look at this thing spiritually, there's something fish about the death of him. And him and the other people, because he was not alone in that plane. We cannot just say him alone. But him, the target, actually, we don't know where the death. Let the investigators give us the information, but there's something fishy about that death, which should be looked at. But amesha kufa.
Yeah, true.
Amesha kufa. Now, for other things, other deaths, not to occur, because there's some other deaths, there are 3 more is coming. Last time I talked about this one. There's another one coming. And there's another death in the state coming. And I talked about it. Now this one has passed. 3 more is coming again.
3 more deaths are coming.
Yeah, the 3 more is coming, which are also close people. Before the end of this regime. So we don't know who will be blamed. I don't know. But they will just go like that. There's no problem.
I want to ask you this question because you are a spiritualist. During that procession ceremony, there was a convoy. There was a convoy which was coming. And there is that presidential motorcade. There are those people who, the army, I think, were they the army or what? Those who move with motorbikes first, then later on the vehicles. So one of the guys caused an accident. One of the police officers who was riding a motorbike, and it actually delayed the whole system. They delayed like for 7 minutes, struggling on how they can wake that guy up. So what do you think will be the cause?
He did die.
No, he did not die. He just fell down, then he was waken up, then he proceeded. But he delayed the whole system, the Ogolla'S convoy.
But you know, the death normally speaks. Yeah, they send informations, and they can even deny some things to happen. Last time I was talking about there's this musician who died in a road accident. Then he's also from the Yala places called Dogo Jara. He also did the same thing, and he caused an accident, and almost one person died during that time. In fact, he killed him personally. When we moved from here, Kisumu, the convoy just went. When we reached Luanda, and that is where now the Nini started. There are some people who are moving. They are coming from home, its place. Walikuwa na motorbike. Ukufika pale, ile sanduku iligonga. Ile sanduku hiyo ilikuwa na vurutwa hiyo hiyo nini inaitwa the casket iligonga huyu mtu wa motorbike hadi wakarol na ule jamaa alikufa. In the same gate ukiangalia the opposite gate penye jamaa aligongwa ni the same you see the opposite it's a few distance penye alipata accident ya kwanza, and is the opposite place kwa mwenye angefaa aende nayo wapi Nairobi na alikataa kuenda a friend in the same gate. So there was a communication somewhere. And when you look at these people who the one who died Kingagalea Kinley, he was coming in immediate home yenye walikuwa na shuku causes the death. So what am I trying to say? And all these things has happened before. There are people who even refuse to go home. There are people, even in fact he refused even to go because until alibadilishwa kichwa kaangalia town, mguu kaangalia nyumbani, ndio akaenda. So and there are so many people who have refused and have done such things, they have caused access and they have refused now to go. Wengine walikataa gari ya yendi haisongi totally, gari yezi songa na gari si yati biaribika. So there was a delay happening for this person not to be buried like that. I think it was not his wish. Even if they're saying it was his, I don't think so. Somebody twisted something somewhere.
Maybe.
How could they talk about that? And what was the reason? Okay, no problem. Somebody twisted something somewhere. But it's up to them. Because now, what was his message? Now he's coming for some people also. Maybe, I don't know. But you find that those who will be disturbed are the close people, the close family of this. And also the son must be very careful because he must be disturbed. It can be disturbed with the spirit of his father.
Oh, because of stepping into the grave.
And he was acting like he didn't care of anything. Mm-hmm. He was acting like an enemy. I don't know. Maybe. But he can be disturbed sooner or later. Kombeleni. And the mother also must just follow the due process. If she don't and she refused to follow, we as the spiritualist, we are only giving message. These are not our messages. Sure. And these are not our words. And these are the words of God's. So when we just say them, don't take us as if we are the people saying them. No, these are the message. And people doesn't like truth, but it forces us now to say them. For some people to be rescued immediately, or for those who had passed the same thing, will get the solution from that. Let me tell you this: if she did not take Teroburu was not done during that time, then Chodokola, they did not do that. I'm telling you, it will be difficult for this woman because she is still young, unless she wants to remain single until her time of departuring. When she gets another man, either 1, 2, 3, the man will die, or secondly, the man will go away. Men who are within his line, her line, sorry, who are with her intimacy will run away. That is all. Now the son, it's good. We are just teaching. Somebody will just look at this thing in a very normal perspective, which is also right. That is their own opinion. They don't understand nothing about them. But those who are experiencing the same things I'm talking about, they know. There's a woman somewhere who had killed 4 husbands. There's a problem. There's a woman somewhere, by the time he buried her husband, he has never have any man beside her. And she always sleeps with her husband until today. Spiritually. And there's nobody who can be in that house. Any moment somebody is in that house will tell her that you have somebody. So it means the husband is also living here spiritually, and the physical husband will be chased away. We call ourselves Ramogi Kajwang, and we follow the due process of Ramogi. Ramogi was a spiritualist who moved from Egypt to the Nile Valley, and later on he settled himself in Siaya County there, and that's where he started giving birth to some people, the Julus and the rest of this. That's another story for another day. And that is where the spirit of Amolo shared her spirit. Amolo was just a woman who was a spiritualist of the Odinga. And later on, Odinga, the father of Raila, named him after her spiritualist. Now you can say the Amolo Kodinga. So Amolo, the Amolo was just a spiritual woman. And now Jaramogi, we call Jaramogi Ramogi Kajwang. Ramogi was not the name of his father. No, he picked that name from the spirit. He was given that name from the spirit and got Ramogi. Whereby Amolo and Ondeto, Messiah, they linked up together and created this spirit. And that was a story for another day. That's why I'm telling you, Raila always as a spirit. Raila is a spirit. The spirit living inside Raila are 2 spirits. And you have to respect that. The spirit of Amolo, who was serving the Jogi for Lango, Jogi Lango, Jok Lango, and the spirit of Ramogi, which is the spirit of Ramogi Kajwang, which is for the Luo spirit. All these were married together and is living in Amolo. That's why he cannot be in just a seat. He advised those who are in those seats. So he's the king of kings. He's the spiritual advisor of these spirits. So that's why he cannot get a president seat. And he knows all these things. When he has been controlled not to go somewhere, he doesn't go because of a reason. So that's the reason why maybe he was told. Because that spirit doesn't want aibu. Actually, he doesn't want things to be done. He wants things to be done in a protocol ways. And if you can do that one to a Luo, who is a general, my friend, you have done a disgrace. That is a disgrace to our spirits, and should not be repeated again, and should be condemned. As the youngest spirit, spiritualist, or the youngest leader, spiritual leader, I take it by my own because I was told that. So whoever is complaining, that is up to him. I condemn this personally. Me personally, I was told to go there and check that. But due to now, nobody will listen to you. But I was told not to go because of such kind of stuff. But they must repeat it. They must repeat it with the Luo Council of theirs. And I wanted to talk to these Luos actually. Such kind of things should not happen within your regimes, within your territory. And you are looking. These are elders. You are the elders who are controlling these people. And most people are young people. They don't know what to do and the ways of things. And our elders are just sleeping, and they should just educate everybody about this cultural and the traditional stuff, so that this young generation can live in a proper way. Than leaving them. People are suffering outside there because of lack of these 2 things that have been doing. People are suffering, but the elders are there. We also, as young people, we should listen to these elders. We don't listen to them. We think that we are clever than them. We are messing up. They have a library. These people have dictionaries and libraries. for every solution we are suffering from. And they hold our solutions in their hands. Why can't the elders also speak? And why can't the youngest people also listen? For us to grow. Because the next coming some few years, some of the cultures and some of the deeds will not be there. All these things which will help you when you do a mistake like manyasi, these herbs for cleansing will not be there. Who will be giving these people? All people will be depending on hospitals. And who are they in that hospitals? They call themselves professional, but they cannot treat anything. Professional, if somebody is going there, you are sick and somebody is Googling. You have malaria and there is
Googling the symptoms.
The symptoms. And what took you there? What is in your brain? There's nothing in your brain then. If you only use the Google thing. The simple stuff, you can just sit with people and you see, no, okay. No, see, as tukona ile kitu we can scan you. I can scan you up to down like this. I tell you this and this.
Just
and
by looking at us.
Looking at us will be through astral projection. And that astral projection, only few can do that. You know, see, we can scan you, we can photocopy you, teleport you, we can communicate. Telepathing and teleporting. All these things were happening spiritually. And they have put all these things in a machine so that it can be easy for them to access. When you can scan somebody, just look somebody, okay, that's okay, you have this and that's okay. These are the medical use. That's how I treat, by the way, actually. If I want to treat you, no, I don't. If you have I'm going through this and that, okay. Then I'll also, what happened, this and that's fine. Okay. Now, this is the medicine you should take. And that's, like, then mimi naenda ku Google, ulienda kusoma nini huko? You wasted your lot of years because some of us are going to read all these things na unakosa kujua njia yako ni gani. What is your path of life?